Pochettino did a better job at Spurs than Arteta has done at Arsenal.
What did Poch do at Spurs? What couple of second? Well, one second place, Champions League final, a lot of promise, zero offering of any legacy. What's Poch's legacy?
No, but
what's Arteta's legacy?
He's the greatest
One
ever
FA Cup.
manager.
Is that his legacy in his worst season? That's his worst season.
If Poch did that at Spurs, he'd be the greatest ever manager automatically. So don't.
He's already our greatest ever Premier League manager, and he didn't win anything.
So
but we did have Premier League managers that won stuff.
Ramos won a Carling Cup, and he wasn't
Poch did amazing at Spurs,
manager.
but what I've seen Arteta doing at Arsenal is comparable.
You want to know the sad thing is?
And he's also won a trophy.
We're judging a manager who's already done at your club, who's currently at your
but first of all,
currently at Chelsea.
But the whole thing
to Mikel
is
Arteta, who is still at Arsenal. We just came off a title challenge.
I get
we're
that.
expected to challenge.
I get that. But first of all, we had more title challenges than you had. Your best season last year didn't even get the same amount of points that the Pochettino Spurs team got. We were a much better team than you were.
How many points did Spurs?
And less money spent. A lot less money spent.
How many points you get? 86.
I think it was 86.
We had like 84.
Yeah, correct. So less.
That wasn't it.
So less than Poch.
You said it wasn't near that. It wasn't.
Yeah, but after £600 million spent.
No, this is after. That's after this year though. Look at last year.
£500 million.
Do you know what I mean? So Poch was a very good manager.
How long did it take Arteta to get Champions League football? How many years did it take him?
It's harder to get Champions League football nowadays, isn't it? You've got more teams now.
How many years did it take him?
You got Villa in there.
Oh, don't give me Brighton and Villa for Champions League football.
Come on. Very hypocritical.
Do you know what I mean?
You're not in the Champions League right now, are you?
Yeah, we've still played it a lot more times than you in the last 7 years.
But you're not going to be playing in Europe.
We can only go
not this year, no, and it's gonna put us in good stead. It's gonna put us in good stead.
We've seen Poch's career play out at Spurs, and it ended pretty damn poorly, and for a reason as well. So we've seen him fail, and so far Arteta hasn't failed at Arsenal. And
yeah,
I mean, he did, but he just kept his job.
But he's not.
He failed last season. He failed the year before.
Achieved something far bigger than what Poch has ever achieved at Spurs. And
he won a trophy. He won the trophy in the FA Cup.
And would you not agree that's a far bigger achievement than anything Poch has done at Spurs?
Well, getting to a
achievement, by the way. That's not an achievement, though, is it? Is that
Champions League final.
It's harder to do than winning.
But is that an achievement, though?
If I said to you, you'd give up one of your FA Cups, but you'd get into the Champions League final this year, but you don't know what happens in that game, what would you say?
No, but I did know what happens. You lost.
No, but I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
No, but if
I'm asking you a question.
You'd probably take it.
No, but we're not talking about you guys.
No, I'm asking you a question. Would you remove your last FA Cup win if I told you can get to the Champions League final this year, but you don't know what the result is?
Listen, a final loss.
We don't know the result.
1 second.
No, but we do know
a finals loss.
No, I'm asking you though.
Loss or Arsenal's FA Cup.
A finals loss is meaningless. At the end of the day, Mikel Arteta already has silverware on his belt, and he still has time to go to get more. This team is still developing. It's a very young team. What happened with Tottenham? You guys built your team. You had one of the best young teams in the league, and you guys had your golden era, but you didn't accomplish anything. So to judge and compare the two, it's actually unfair because Mikel Arteta is not done, and he's already surpassed what you guys doing. So
we're saying up to now, like it's the same amount of time. Pochettino was at Spurs for 5 years,
and Arteta's already surpassed.
This is his 5th year.
Arteta's already surpassed.
I don't agree. How's he surpassed him? He spent a lot more money, and he's won one FA Cup, agreed, but
one's a lot more than zero.
Pochettino got to a Champions League.
Pochettino didn't do anything.
Yes, he did.
What did he do?
So the progression and rebuild and improvement that means nothing now.
No, because
apparently it means nothing.
Based on what you said, progression didn't mean anything. So now you're changing the tune again.
What do you mean progression doesn't mean anything?
Because earlier when we were talking about Mikel Arteta's progression, you didn't want to mention it. Now all of a sudden you want to mention Pochettino's progression. Which one is it?
Oh, so Ange is better than Arteta then?
No, I'm saying
Arteta. Which one is it? You tell me which one it is.
Listen, these are two different conversations. First of all, when we're talking about Poch and Arteta.
So when we're talking about Ange and Arteta's progression,
when we're talking about
now it's trophies.
When we're talking about Poch and Arteta, we're talking about their 2 time periods in the Premier League.
Correct.
When we're talking about Ange and Mikel Arteta, we're talking about what they've done in the Premier League with each club. Your manager hasn't been here long enough.
So we can only compare.
It's like judging Ten Hag and your manager right now. Because Ten Hag's been here longer, people are still going to say him.
So what was the question again?
Did Pochettino do a better job at Spurs than Arteta has done at Arsenal so far?
What did Pochettino bring to the table?
Title challenges.
He took us from a mid-table
Champions
team
League football.
Arteta did that?
No, consistent
Champions League football.
Champions League football for 4 years. How many times has Arteta got Champions League football?
We just got back into the Champions League.
After how many years?
After 7.
No, after how many years Arteta was in charge? Do you get back in the
3
Champions
years.
League? 3 years. It took what? Pochettino 1 year to 2 years.
Isn't this Arteta's 5th year?
This is his 5th year.
What counts as a year? What, half a year or not a year?
No, but
he came in halfway through the season, yeah.
Okay, so tell me what does Poch have to bring to the table that Arteta doesn't?
Consistent Champions League football, consistent improvement on a shoestring budget. He didn't have to spend 600 million to improve the team.
Why is he not here anymore then?
Huh? Because we made a massive mistake to sack him. That's not the.
Why did you not take him back?
That's not the. I would have taken him back.
I would have taken him back.
Where's he at now then?
He's at Chelsea.
And he's probably going to be sacked in a few weeks as well.
We're isolating his job at Spurs. Arteta's job at Arsenal. Yes, you win a title challenge last season. We've been in title challenges before. We won 2 title challenges. He got us into. He finished in his seasons at Spurs 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Arteta gets 1 top 4 finish. All of a sudden, you think he's.
You
want
to know something?
What Pochettino did.
I feel sorry for you guys in the sense that you're celebrating Poch's time still, because that's the only golden era you have. We could still win a league title with Arteta.
How?
Unfortunately,
How are you going to win a league title?
Unfortunately, you guys can't.
I don't know if
you guys can't win anything with Poch because his time is done. My point is Poch's time is done. Arteta's time is now.
Has Arteta won a league title?
And Arteta can still win a stuff.
He hasn't won it.
Look, we're not comparing a guy that has won a league title because Poch hasn't.
Yeah,
but he's done just as good.
When you guys had Antonio Conte, you could actually bring something to the table, but it was Chelsea trophies.
Poch 1-0, yeah. So I think it was a very good manager at Spurs, but 0 crowning achievements. I mean, you guys obviously this is some of the best years of your life, and I asked you your best days, and it was
best years of our life.
What
were the best days of your life?
And I can say that I've seen my team go to Wembley and
I think Arteta's first season winning the FA Cup.
Don't worry, he won the Audi Cup.
How long has it been since you guys lifted it at Wembley?
2008.
And how was that feeling?
Amazing.
Amazing. Did you miss it?
It's coming.
Well, I had it recently,
it's coming.
so
it's coming.
Hopefully.
You already have 1 cup, so you only have 1
It's coming. Don't you guys worry. It's coming. The FA Cup's coming.
The FA Cup's coming. Yeah, I know about that. We've got 14 of those.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I'll make sure you do.